Yeah, hey guys, I'm here with Michael. I'm pretty sure you've seen him before. He is the one that owns the Alfa Romeo BT1600, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he entrusted me with driving that car. Wow, that one was damn stressful for me, if you still remember. And right now we are in the MR2.
AW11.
What, AW11? What's the difference? Why do you have to add AW11?
First generation.
How many generations are there for MR2s?
I think 3.
3 generations. Oh.
Second generation SW20, and then the next one I think is the MR2.
Oh. Yeah, so he is a walking encyclopedia for cars, especially classic cars. So this is my first time in the MR2, and I've always just appreciated the car from afar. Oh, that sound, guys. Obviously is a 5-speed manual. Is this stop?
Yes.
Stop. And from the outside it's beautiful. I mean, I love boxy type of designs, and the interior does not disappoint. It's so weird. You don't see these kind of things in nowadays punya cars anymore. I mean, look at the design, how this slopes all the way down and then this slopes all the way up, and they're like, you know what, I'll just meet you there, and the buttons are in the circle itself. And how the dashboard, it just slopes immediately without even coming up a bit first, giving me a lot of leg room. And look at this. This is so cute. This is a glove compartment. This is the glove compartment. The speakers are there. It's still very sturdy. And suddenly they're like, you know what, I'm gonna slope down and put something here so that it's closer to the driver. And this, how the depth of field just goes all the way in. This is very old school. And you look very snug there.
It's a very small car.
Is it?
Yeah.
Small meh?
Small. It's
Okay,
tiny.
what?
I think there's less space than the Alpha.
Oh, is it?
I think so. Don't think so?
Maybe because it's a 2-seater. Well, what's with the eagle badge?
Ooh, I believe that's the MR2 logo.
Oh, okay, because I saw it in the front as well. Okay, so how do you pop the lights? Do you know?
Pop the lights.
Yeah.
There you go.
Ah! Pop out headlights, guys. It has a whole switch there. Okay guys, the whole reason why pop-up headlights are not designed in current cars anymore is because of the safety. When you hit into a pedestrian, the pedestrian just dies because of the angle of the pop-up headlights, very sharp. So that's the whole reason why they don't produce pop-up headlights anymore and it's not allowed. But it's just very iconic. Look at this lah, this is old car stuff right here. Instead of a mirror, the visor has this sticky thing where I can just... That's right, that's amazing. Oh shit, the whole thing coming off already. Die. Okay, put it back up. And this car has like an old car smell, which is actually very fragrant. I like it. Oh, it's actually that. But still got a bit of old car smell lah. A lot of space behind as well.
Maybe unburned feel.
And the buttons that it all has, I'm just gonna take it around later a bit, but even just sitting as a passenger, I feel so alive. The sound, these sounds that you don't hear anymore in the current generation of cars, the sound of your engine, because is this a rear engine? Mid-engine?
Mid-engine.
Mid-engine.
MR2 stands for mid-engine rear-wheel drive 2-seater.
Ah, so that's what MR2 stands for. Wanted to ask as well. So yeah, the mid-engine, so it's just behind here. You can hear everything that's going on. I love it. And check. I'm just gonna touch everything. I hope I don't break anything. All these compartments, guys. This is a compartment right here as well. And they just make this. I'm pretty sure there's a reason for this being here. Last time, they probably carried around something that could fit inside here, which we don't carry around anymore. Is this a compartment as well? Let's see. Nope, that's nothing there. pops up. And this is obviously aftermarket.
Are we going left here?
Yeah, so here we exit left. So amazing, so beautiful, so different. And check out what I can see from the rearview mirror. I can see the wing there, and the curves and the lines. So beautiful. Okay, more to come, guys. So Michael, what's so unique about this car?
I don't know actually. I mean, look at it. It's a thing of beauty, isn't it?
It is! The profile of the car is so unusual. Slope up, slope down. The boxiness of the entire car. It's so different lah. The one with the MR2 in the middle here, that one is the later generations, is it?
I think so. I think that's the AW11.
Ah, okay. And here is where the engine bay sits. And the boot is actually here. You have pop-up lights. So beautiful. Look at that little fender bender right there. And this reminds me of the Testarossa so much. The air intake. And this is the air outtake. This is such a cute boot. I would try to get in, but someone else's car already. I know my limits. Okay, we're gonna open the front. A spare wheel. What's that? What's the air that's blowing here?
Radiator fan.
That's a very big boot as well. Is this usually not covered? It's supposed to be covered, is it?
I don't know actually. I haven't seen another one to compare.
Okay. Wow. Very unique setup. I've never seen something like this before. Usually I never seen all this in bare. It's usually covered, so I'm not too sure. And this is Michael's first time as well, so we're experiencing the car together. Very beautiful. Oh, I love the lines. Okay. So this comes with the car as well, right? It's stock. This comes with the car as well, right? It's stock. How rare is this car?
I was told that Toyota only sold 20 units when they were new in 1984.
In Malaysia?
In Malaysia.
Ooh.
So, yeah.
This is 1984, right? You were saying.
The engine has been modded to the later supercharged engine.
Okay.
That's a Japanese domestic model.
Okay. Amazing. How do I close this? Do I just bang it?
I just bang it.
Really? Ah? I sakit hati. Oh, look at that. You hear that, guys?
Old car sound.
Oh. Michael is very nice because he's actually facing food poisoning. And he's assisting. He's just letting me have a go at this car. Okay. Why did it just went all quiet?
Oh, temperature came down. The fan cut off already.
Is it prone to overheating? Oh.
Nope. Shows the thermostat's working.
Okay. Cool. Okay, let's go for a spin.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for a very short spin because I'm very takut. Man, my manual skills are gonna test me once again. Okay, so as I was saying, see how the buttons here so cute. You see this? Usually you'll see this, but you won't see this. But then, check this out. This is a 1980s car, guys. We can put this up and down. This moves up and down. And this is for here, no? Go back and forth. Okay. And the aircon works, guys. Okay, I'm just gonna try very simply, Okay, guys. My immediate impressions of sitting in the driver's seat. The steering wheel is huge. It's really in my face. Like, it's here. And the front windshield It's so near, like I can just touch it like that. I literally feel so connected to the entire car because I can literally touch every part of the car. Like, and I'm 160, you know how short I am. Put me in the bigger car. Oh my god, this is amazing. Okay. What's this? Oh. Can I continue?
Yeah.
It's the old car, I'm not used to sounds, so I'm just being very cautious. Everything that's around me. So me being very short, I move the car front.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's just see.
More throttle.
Look at that, auto lock. I'm always very stressed when driving manual. Does it die very easily?
Nope.
Really? Where are we going? I'm just gonna go one round, okay?
Drive back.
Drive back? I'm very stressed. I'm very stressed. I cannot drive back. I'm very stressed. This has power steering, doesn't it?
No.
Really? Why so easy one? Wow. Nice. It's raw lah. It's raw. Okay, all my manual things coming back to me already. Slowly. Doing my best to not stop the car, as you can see. Visibility is amazing. I really don't. This is really not powered. I don't feel it, you know. It's so easy to control. It doesn't feel heavy at all.
Yeah, when you're on the move, it's okay.
When you're stationary and you're trying to move the car.
Yeah. It's a bit heavy, the parking speeds.
The brakes are good. I remember for your car, I had to brake. Oh my god, I was so stressed when I needed to brake. I really had to pump the brake.
Oh. 10 years of development difference.
The turbo is very nice, the way it kicks you.
Oh, it's supercharged. It's not turbocharged.
So what's the difference?
Between a supercharger and turbocharger?
Yeah.
Superchargers are belt driven or pulley driven.
Okay.
Turbochargers are exhaust gas driven.
So what's the feeling? What's the difference in feeling that you get?
There's no lag with the supercharger.
Okay.
Whereas turbochargers, especially the big turbos, there's always a lag of some sort. And you know, while you wait for the turbo to spool up.
Handbrake works. I was told the handbrake works.
It does. There you go.
Oh. Very nice. I had a very interesting. Okay. So why aren't cars made more cars made supercharged now as compared to turbocharged?
I have no idea actually.
Because now a lot of cars are just twin turbo, turbocharged.
Superchargers actually sap more power from the engine.
Okay.
Yeah. I think you lose about 20% of horsepower
Oh, for superchargers.
for supercharger as compared to turbochargers.
Okay.
And supercharger oil is really expensive.
That's the reason.
A small bottle like this,
Yeah.
I think about $300.
And how often do you have to change? Let's say if it's a daily. every time you change your engine oil?
Good question. Yeah, I think it should.
So there's an additional 300 there.
Yeah, maybe 20,000 kilometers, 30,000 kilometers. Yeah. All the Mercedes compressors are supercharged.
Okay. Compressors.
Yeah.
The okay. I thought the aircon compressor. That's what.
No.
The earlier gens.
C230Ks and all that. Yeah. Compressor. Those are superchargers.
Yeah. Oh, I see. But yeah, driving this, I think you're very used to this feeling already. No?
Whole car.
Yeah. Because when you turn, you feel all the sounds. You feel the whole car moving with you. Literally connected to every part of your car.
Yes.
So for me, it's always like, wow, I can feel all this, because in the newer cars, they have disconnected you from all these feelings.
Less raw.
A lot of people don't like it.
More refined.
Yeah, very much more refined.
Yes.
For the current generation of people as well. What is this for? Do you know? This area here.
I don't know.
I'm also very curious. Like, it looks like something that they used back in the days that we don't use anymore. They put it here.
Maybe tape deck in the old days.
What? What's that? Oh,
no, cassette tapes. Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
maybe. I'm also impressed. Like, even when I sit here, I feel so low to the center of gravity.
Yeah. It's like driving a go-kart actually.
Yeah. And the suspension is, it's raw lah. I don't even say it's stiff, it's just raw. So, you guys seen Michael. Besides being a classic car collector, he's also from Kamloops. And a lot of you have seen Bobby's videos on Kamloops, ester-based engine oils versus non-ester based. Haven't? Go check that out. So today I'm here to interrogate him because I am still very confused on engine oils. So Michael, what I know and what people tell me is use 10W30 or 10W40. And what I know is the number that is beside the W, just ignore it because that's for winter countries. So is that true?
Yes. W actually stands for winter. Yeah, as you rightly said. Okay.
Yeah.
So in the market, you always have 0W, 5W, 10W.
Yeah.
And 15W, even 20W.
Okay.
So what the W actually means is that, say a 0W engine oil.
Okay.
It will work in, I mean, for you to safely start your car at negative 30 degrees Celsius.
Yep.
Yeah. Whereas if you're in a country like Malaysia, for instance, you don't really need an engine oil that will flow at negative 30 degrees Celsius.
So is the 010 that's the freezing point of the engine oil?
No, it's not. It's not the freezing point of the engine oil. It's basically an operating temperature range.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the 0, 5, 10 basically means it's all negative temperatures. So say for example, if you I think the rule of thumb is 30.
Yep.
So a 0W will go down to negative 30 degrees Celsius, a 5W will go down to negative 25 degrees Celsius, and a 10W will go down to negative 20 degrees Celsius.
Okay.
Yeah, so for Malaysian climate, a 10W, 15W, 20W even, it's more than sufficient.
Okay, so can I say we just ignore the 0W, 10W?
Yes, for Malaysia. Yes. Okay.
Okay, then we focus on the other one.
You focus on the other one. 30, 40, 50, 60, that's the viscosity at operating temperature.
Okay.
Okay.
So for my car is about a 10-year-old car, and people have been telling me you either go 30 or 40 because I've been always using 30. And to a point where some people even tell me maybe you should try to use 40, but as I understand 40 is a thicker oil. Alright?
Right.
So what's the difference between a 30 and a 40? Like why should I use 30 or why should I use 40?
Okay, it depends on the engine conditions, the type of driving that you do.
Okay.
Okay, so say for I believe your car came from the factory spec with 30.
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
Generally speaking, where possible, stick to the operating temperature viscosity until you actually find that your engine oil consumption is getting to be a bit ridiculous. Say you having to top up a litre every couple thousand kilometers, then perhaps maybe you go a little bit more, you go up to 40.
good gauge for me. So if I find that, so I have to constantly check it. If I find that my level has been going down, then maybe I want to try a thicker viscosity engine oil.
Yeah, just to lengthen the time between top-ups. But that doesn't really address the issue of the wear in your engine. So, but then if you actually wanted to do more track days,
yeah,
you may find that going to thicker engine oil, more viscous, it will be better.
Yeah.
For added protection. Again, that one depends on the viscosity index of the engine oil.
Okay. So let's say if I compare two brands that, let's say 0W30 versus 0W30, is it the exact same thing?
At operating temperature, a 30 should be a 30. Okay. The variations will be very, very small. Yeah. But then it also depends on the type of engine oil that you're using. You could have a 0W30 hydrocrack engine oil versus a 0W30 fully synthetic or 100% synthetic engine oil.
What's the difference? What's the difference?
Hydrocrack mineral oils usually group 3. Yep. Or no, definitely group 3. Yeah, and then the true synthetics will be from group 4 and group 5 onwards.
Okay.
The base oil.
So when you talk about group 3, group 4, what group B is this?
Which?
The group 3.
Oh, that's a standard given by the American Petroleum Institute.
Okay.
Yeah. So the general thinking is that true synthetics start from group 4, which are the PAOs, and then group 5, which are esters.
So the best, can I say, the best that you can get out there is ester-based engine oils?
Yes, you're right.
Why is ester-based the best?
They have been synthesized to actually do pretty much everything, regardless of cost. Yeah, I mean there's a reason why all jet engine lubricants have to be ester-based, and it's been like that for the last 50 years or so.
Okay. They take care of your engine better.
Yes, it will definitely take care of your engine better. I mean the wear characteristics from the beginning of an engine to the end of its life.
Yeah.
When you compare it from a conventional oil versus a synthetic oil, the difference can be actually the difference is very significant.
Okay. What are the differences that I would see?
Your tolerances and all that in the engine, piston ring wear, ball wear, etc.
Okay. So are there any oils out in the market there which you would not recommend? You don't have to say the names, but are there engine oils out there where you really wouldn't recommend to people? Or what would you tell people to look out for when buying engine oils?
A lot of it depends on the budget.
Okay.
Obviously, yeah. Okay. I mean, ester-based engine oils are generally more expensive. I mean, the priciest of the lot.
Okay.
Yes, obviously, but I would say that where possible, avoid group 1 or group 2 based engine oils. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Group 3, I mean the hydrocrack mineral oils onwards.
Should be okay. Yeah. Okay, cool. So for a car like this, what would you recommend? Like the first generation MR2?
This car is actually running on 10W40.
10W40?
Yeah, 100% synthetic.
Is that, because you said the engine has been overhauled before, is it? Has this engine been overhauled before, do you know?
No, it hasn't. This engine is half cut.
Oh.
Yeah, fitted about 10 years ago by the previous owner. Okay. Yeah, and maintained ever since.
Okay. So, ever since the owner changed, or the previous owner changed engine, it has been running on 10W40?
Yes.
Okay. For 10 years without anything?
Yeah, it's been fine so far.
Okay. So for older cars, usually it's thicker viscosity?
Well, a lot of it depends on how you actually use your car. Okay. Yeah, I would say that if you whack the car a lot, then it may be safer to use something a bit thicker. Okay. Yeah, than normal. Okay. I mean, some of our customers in Sepang actually do say the GT86 BRZ, I think they recommend 20 viscosity. Yeah, but some of our customers use 40, just simply because they go on track days.
20? I've never really heard 20 before. 20 is very thin oil.
Yes, it's very thin.
But is it because they recommend 20 so that the car will feel lighter?
They recommend 20, yes. They recommend 20 for the car to feel lighter, one. It has also to do with fuel consumption figures. Generally, the lighter the oil, the better your fuel consumption.
Oh yes, because of the lighter car.
Less drag.
But then you have to change your engine oil more often. Can I assume that?
Not necessarily. What I would say, I mean, we probably should talk about viscosity index.
Yeah.
What viscosity index generally signifies how stable the oil is with temperature. Okay. As temperature increases, your oil will become thinner. As it decreases, your oil will become thicker. Okay.
Yes.
So when you are talking about a low viscosity engine oil in extreme use, say on the track, that oil will very quickly become 10, a viscosity of 10, and at some point it will become so watery that you lose all the protection that is required of an engine oil.
Okay.
So low viscosity index engine oils is probably bad news for our climate.
Understand.
So to safeguard against that, people generally use a thicker engine oil.
So if that's the case, then why don't you recommend like the thickest engine oil out there?
That's not actually the fit for purpose. Yeah, I mean, because it's a balancing act. Yeah, so you got to depend on what you use your car for and all that. In most instances, the factory recommended operating temperature viscosity is appropriate.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the thickest one is 60, is it?
Yes, I believe 60 is the thickest engine oil viscosity at present.
So what type of car would use a 60?
Older generation BMW M engines.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they do recommend 60.
Okay. So I actually have to constantly check my engine oil.
No need constantly lah.
Every now and then.
Every now and then you should.
Cause at home I barely check, and my
most
parents
people
don't check. Yeah, that's the thing.
Most people don't check now.
So now when you tell me like, oh okay, it's actually
don't wait until the light comes out.
Yeah, everyone should really like check every now and then. It should be a practice that everyone should do.
Generally speaking, when the light comes out, it's
bad news.
It's a little bit too late already. Or it's a little bit late. I wouldn't say too late. It's a little bit late already.
Okay, not too late. Still can salvage. Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
You don't know the difference between 0W, 5W, and 10W? What makes it them?
Yeah! Come, tell me.
Viscosity index improvers, also known as viscosity modifiers.
Okay.
Yeah. So when you are making a 0W30 engine oil and a 10W30 engine oil, what actually happens is that you start with a zero SAE 0 viscosity engine oil, and you add viscosity index improvers to make it to 30.
Okay.
Yeah. And when you make a 10W30, you start with an SAE 10 engine oil, base oil, and go all the way up to the 30. Yeah. So there's actually no such thing. You don't actually start with a SAE 30 engine oil and work your way backwards.
Oh.
Yes.
So you start from the bottom and then you work your way up.
Start from the bottom, from the lowest so then you work your way up.
Do people have the impression where you start at 30 and work your way backwards?
I don't know actually, but the general thinking is that viscosity index improvers are additives. Okay, and a lot of these additives are subject to mechanical shearing. So the more additives that you have, the more susceptible it is the engine oil to shearing.
What was shearing?
Shearing is if you can imagine a slinky, when you stretch it out and then you cut it in half. to make two slinkies.
Yes.
Yeah, that's shearing lah.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So 5W30 engine oil will have more viscosity index improvers than the 10W30 engine oil. So more additives. And more more susceptible to mechanical shearing.
I see. So with this new knowledge that I find, would the 0W, 10W affect the viscosity that I am getting? For example, instead of 10W30, I should get a 0W30. Would that affect?
In what sense? Going back to earlier, 0W30 is not necessary for Malaysian weather.
Yeah.
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 You go with something with a smaller range because then you have less viscosity index improvers.
Yes.
Less viscosity index improvers means that the engine oil, the additives are less susceptible to mechanical shearing.
Okay.
Yeah. Hence, the more long-lived the engine oil is.
I think I need to process this.
Can.
Okay, thanks Michael. If you have any questions at all, guys, please feel free to ask because I am definitely